That is, bro. It's good showtime. Yo, why is he so tall, bro? Why, bro? What's up with your dude? What's up with your dude, man? But what's going on, guys? Zzzown here, back with another video. Today is gonna be another story time, and I got some UFC 4 gameplay in the background, so it's fitting for the story. You feel me? This story dates back to when I was still in high school, and me and my friend Nick, who I'm actually playing right now, we were on the wrestling team. Now he was on the wrestling team previous years. It was my first time, but I was getting real heavy into UFC. Uh, Conor McGregor, John Jones, Israel Adesanya, Jose Aldo, Sean O'Malley, just everyone that's essentially popping. Francis Ngannou, everyone that started popping, they got me real interested into the sport. So I was like, fuck it, let me jump off the deep end and just try wrestling for the first time in like my junior year of high school. And it was a fun ass experience, if I'm keeping it a stack. Um, a lot of people they shy away from it because it seems too physically demanding, and I get it. Not everyone wants to get all sweaty and wrestle another human being, let alone like the same sex. Especially for guys, they consider it homo or gay. But honestly, fuck that shit, bro. I'm trying to be well equipped for the world out there. Basic wrestling, like maneuvers or moves, I should say, a lot of people lack, and they don't even understand like the simple concepts of grappling. And you could easily get your ass beat out here in the street if you don't know proper takedown defense, if you don't know how to sprawl. And just learning how to take someone down like swiftly is such an important move in any type of altercation. You feel me? I'm not saying that, oh, you should do wrestling so you can beat up every single fucking person you see walking down the street. Hey, granny. Ah, oh no. Yeah, take that shit. Oh, but nah, in all seriousness, MMA, uh, I just grew, a whole different respect for the sport. And this story is about the time that our wrestling coach took us on a trip to see a professional MMA, event. And it was a pretty fucking dope experience. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It was at an extreme like park, whatever. I forget the actual name, but it's like one of those arcade places that have like the go kart shit, and I think they might have like laser tag in the back, just like one of those all inclusive type arcade places. And I remember we got there, and this nigga like he like dead ass took like a box of pizza from like another family that like pulled up. He might have known them because they might have been there for the MMA fight, but it was just so random to see him not like just go and purchase like a fresh pie. Like that nigga just took that shit. He's like, oh yeah, we can have this. They left it for us, and then we sit down at this table and shit. And I specifically remember removing that centerpiece that most tables at restaurants have that hold like the condiments. And I just remember picking it up and like trying to move it to the side to the corner so we can have room for this box of pizza. And lo and behold, falling from like the tray of the condiments was a whole dab pen, a whole cart, whatever you want to call it. And I just remember picking it up and just examining the fuck out of it, because the crazy thing is, I think this was sophomore year, maybe junior year, but I had just gotten into smoking, and the first thing I've ever smoked was a dab pen. And I remember that shit, it took me to fucking Alice in Wonder fucking land. All right, that shit was immaculate. But I also knew a very important detail. One minuscule detail is the fact that you cannot have drug paraphernalia on a school trip. You can't. Like, if you're caught with that type of shit, you can face expulsion. So my second reaction was like, oh shit, 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 and like I put it in my pocket as quick as I could, just hide it, like you act like nothing ever fucking happened. And in my mind, I'm not like these other people out here that are like, oh, I can't wait to get home and hit the fuck out this shit and blah blah blah. No, the first thing that came to my mind was, bro, how much can I sell this shit for? In my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna sell this shit for like $20, bro. That shit back then, that shit I could have gotten $60 for some shit like that, bro. But fast forward to the actual fight. We're done eating, all that shit. I'm just, antsy, uh, anxious, paranoid, and fucking excited all at the same time because, I'm watching an MMA event in person for the first time ever. I'm used to watching, recordings like that you find on YouTube or like a free fight that you find on YouTube because Dana White, fucking cuck ass dude, he be taxing for every single event. All right, and I'm not sure if this video might get flagged. I know Dana White got them snipers on deck. Please don't snipe me, Dana. But please give me free tickets. All right. But we were sitting there. We were sitting not front row, but almost front row to this awesome event. And I remember one of the other wrestlers on the team. I'm gonna name drop him because I don't give a fuck anymore. His name was Jason. He was like a little mixed dude, and he noticed that I had the damn dab pen. Like he noticed when I picked it up, bro. And it was pretty funny because he was like, "Yo, like let me hold that." And in that situation, it's like, I don't really know what you got. I don't know what you really bout. I don't know if you really about to put some STD on this shit. I don't know if you about to chief the fuck out this shit and just empty, like drain the whole fucking like cart, and I can't make no money. Like this is a business transaction, bro. Like niggas don't know what I was trying to execute here, bro. Like I felt like Jeff fucking Bezos, bro. I'm Amazon. I got what you fucking need. Any fiends on the block, you can hit me up, bro, please. But anyways, I gave him the damn car. All right, nice guy Wilson. I gave him the car. I gave him that pen, and I let him do whatever he wanted. He went to the bathroom. I'm like, yo, knock yourself the fuck out. Because at that point, yes, I had smoked weed. Yes, I had tried a dab pen. Yes, I had tried a jewel, whatever the fuck. But I'm not a fiend like that, Like in a situation like that, it's like I have a goal in mind. I want to sell it to make money, monetary gain. So I'm not gonna be tripping over someone trying to hit the shit. So it was like, all right, bro, fine, whatever, bro. Like, get whatever you want out of your system. You feel me? Give him that shit. I completely forgot. Nigga comes back, I'd say about 30 minutes later, and when he came back, I was like, oh shit, like I forgot everything that fucking happened because I was focusing on the fights. I was actually enjoying the fights that were going on, and he hands the shit back to me, and he does that classic like, bro, like if I'm keeping this shit a stat, bro, like that shit weak, bro. Like I barely even feel the shit, bro. Like I don't know where you got that shit, bro, but you got got, bro. What? My nigga, what? Are you fucking good? My nigga, I just gave you this shit, and you just said that you saw me pick it up. So you know exactly where the fuck I got it from. Like, what? Why you trying to act like I own this shit like I only got weak shit? Like you was just trying to imply, like, oh, like my supplier ass or some shit. Like, nigga, you off your fucking rockers. Enjoy the fucking fight. I don't know, like that's what was going on in my mind. But at the same time, I was new to the weed shit. So my other voice was like, dang, like maybe it really ain't that, like it really ain't nothing. I'm not gonna get no fucking money for this shit. So I started doubting myself. I'm like, damn, like bro, I might have to sell this shit for like $15 fucking, bro. Like, damn, bro, why me? Why? So the event ends, and after this event ends, we all get taken to our respective homes. And when I get home, my first instinct is to call every single pothead I know. Like anybody that has come into contact with the plant that is marijuana was getting blown up. I didn't actually call people, but I was hitting them up on Snap, like I was texting them. And shout out Fat Mac, chill ass Hispanic dude. I might drop his social in the description, whatever the fuck. He was putting me on game, you feel me? And he's like, yo, like where the fuck did you get that shit? Because I wasn't known to have no dab pen, no weed on me. Like I was fairly new, and he was one of the first people I actually like smoked something with. So he knew, like, yo, like you're not supposed to have this. Like how the fuck did you get in contact with this shit? And I was like, yeah, bro, like I found this shit and I don't know what to do with it. And one dude was saying that shit was ass, so I don't really know if I can get a lot of money for it. And so he kept it honest. He's like, well, I don't want to be that type of dude, like, oh, give it to me so I can see if it's authentic or not, and chief the fuck out of you, you feel me? So he's like, I got you. What you really got to do is you're going to have to hit that shit for yourself to see if it hits or not.
Wilson's about to do something dumb alert. Wilson's about to do something dumb alert.
Oh, fuck my ears. Yes. I did something fucking retarded. I actually listened to this nigga, alright? I hit that shit for myself to see if it was hitting or not. Now, when I say I hit this shit, bro, I fucking inhaled half that shit, bro. Like, I promise you, I took too many fucking hits. If I were to give a guesstimate, a guess/estimate to how many fucking hits I took, I'd probably give you like 11 to 12. And this is like one of my first times smoking anything for that matter. A random dab pen that I found at an MMA event on a pizza counter underneath the condiments tray, I took 12 hits of. Just first try, first session, first everything. Oh my god. And let's just say I saw God. For those who don't know, when you intake marijuana, especially when you first start taking marijuana, you don't really feel much. And what I mean by that is, in the beginning, I'd say the first 10 minutes maybe, you won't feel anything. But then it'll kick in, and when it starts to kick in, it is like elevation to the heavens. It is like transcendence. It is everything into one. And I definitely saw God that night. I remember like cold sweats in my bed. I remember I thought like I had spiders and like bugs just crawling all over me. I thought I was seeing shit on the walls. I had a fish tank that glue in the dark. So like I was tripping out looking at that. I was tripping out so hard that I was scared to get water. And for those who are educated on the subject, you know that you get very dehydrated, especially with a lot of marijuana use. So yeah, my throat was completely dry, completely fucked, and I was too scared to get a glass of water because I thought there was a huge mama spider on my freaking like outside wall, and that it was going to pounce on me if I dared to open up my door for even a second. And I just learned how potent that shit was the hard way by taking 12 hits to the fucking face first time. And don't try this at home, kids. But the funny thing is, I definitely remember selling it for about $20 to that fat Matt that I was talking about, the Hispanic kid. And I definitely also remember bringing it to school, hitting it a whole bunch of times, sharing with my friend. I remember we went to the bathroom to hit it, and a kid that actually was on my podcast named Kevin walked up to us in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure it was sophomore year or something like that. First time we ever interacted with him, he just walked up to us and he's like, "Yo, I'll buy that shit off you right now for like $60 fucking dollars. Yo, please, anything." And I think I just ended up letting him hit that shit just like once or some shit. But yeah, I sold that shit for $20, not like a day later. And was it worth it? Yeah, cause we chiefed the fuck out that shit. I'm pretty sure it was like 1/3 left, not even like 1/4 left. So in the end, I feel like we kind of won in that shit, and it was some pretty gas ass shit. But don't do what I did, and especially if you find some shit like that, you gotta clean it. You gotta clean it thoroughly, make sure that there's no shit on it. All right, you're not trying to catch something just to get a high. You feel me? But other than that, it's been your boy Zzzown. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Hit the like button if you did. Comment what was your favorite part. Any other cool, similar stories y'all got, drop it in the comment section. I kind of like having like a mini community of people that actually just want to, talk every day. No ego, no, it's all about me type shit. It's just, a story. Let's educate these people on what not to do. And, live life, bro. That's really it. That's all I got for y'all today. Funny enough, I'm actually recording this in the fucking lobby of my job, but we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, SOC, big things on the fucking way. Zzzown, fucking out. You already know how it is. Peace. Whatever position I'm in, I stay in it. Unless I want to go to a different position, you can deny it. That is the only thing you can do. That's why I'm frustrated, because
my character moved on top of your character.
Yes, because I moved to my back and then you got on top of it.
Nigga playing the EA game expecting realism. That was the first mistake.